So the issue is we have a file that needs to be separated and set to black so that it can be prepared for printing on screens. So I created a version of the file and I save as, give it a different name. I leave it as a Photoshop file. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to convert to grayscale. I'm not going to merge it. I'm going to leave it in layers and just discard the color information. The reason I'm doing that is that eventually I'm going to bitmap the whole file. So I might as well work with it in gray now because I don't need it to be any color other than black. I'm going to turn off the background. So I'm just turning off the view of all the layers. I'm going to add a new layer right above the background. I'm going to put a registration mark on that layer and I'm going to make a copy of it. Our printer needs that in order to register each layer of the image. So every one of the black versions of this is going to have those two registration marks on it. I'm going to hover over the layer thumbnail, I'm going to click, and it's going to select everything on that layer. I'm going to command click, and it's selecting everything on that layer. Then I want to fill that selection with black. So I'm on the cream layer, I command click the thumbnail, go to edit, fill, black. Now I have a black layer. Deselect by hitting Command D. I'm going to click the thumbnail for the dark red layer. Same deal. Make sure I'm on the layer, make sure it's selected, edit, fill, black. So I leave my registration marks on and I turn off all the other layers but the ones that I need. We'll start with the undercoat. That needs to be converted to a bitmap. It's going to ask flatten invisible layers and discard hidden layers. Yes. Resolution, I'm going to leave it at 300 pixels per inch. I'm going to change the method to halftone screen. Because of the screens that we use, I found it safest to set the frequency to 42, angle at 45, the shape is round. Now I'm going to save this as a TIFF. I'm going to make sure I call it the cream. Save as a TIFF. Hit OK. Then, because I've saved it as a bitmap, I need to go back to the demo file that I had open.